It's playoff season. MLS Cup playoff season. It's here. It's announced. I know I give a lot of stick to playoffs in American soccer, but this is what we got right now, and I'm excited for it. So whatever, I don't care. Am I a hypocrite? Probably, but I'm excited. And today we're gonna be talking about each matchup here on the bracket. I'm gonna predict who I think is gonna go through, and then probably predict who I think the last two teams are gonna be, and obviously probably predict the winner. So if you're not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe because now is the time to do so. The playoffs are going to happen and also U.S. men's national team action coming up next week. If you're not subscribed, dude, do you even love soccer? I don't know. Without further ado, let's just get to it. All right. Everybody calm down. MLS Cup playoffs are here. I understand. And like I said earlier in the intro, we're going to predict it here on the channel. I'm not going to go too into depth with every single game because I'll be here for like 40 freaking minutes talking to you guys. And a lot of you guys don't watch past like 6 minutes, so I'm not making a 40-minute video. I should have made a live stream, but it's what we got here. Obviously, it's tradition here on the channel, if you're a fan for a long time. MLS Cup finals are always a live stream here on the channel, so definitely subscribe, definitely keep the notification bell on, so that way you guys know when MLS Cup finals here, we can all live stream, watch together as a big group, hee hee ha ha, have a good time, and that means a lot to me, actually, when people show up to the live stream. So if you've been to a live stream, shout out to you guys. Okay, enough babbling. Look, here is the bracket. I'll put it up on the screen. You guys won't see my face for a little bit, but I literally don't feel like putting on my green screen, okay? TBH, I don't want to. My background is good enough without the green screen. So here we go. First game, we're going to go through it and talk about the games are going to happen first. And obviously, it's the two Eastern Conference play-in rounds down there with Nashville, Miami, New England, and Impact. So let's start off with Nashville and Miami. Now, I really think that Nashville and Miami is a really close game to call. I think it could go either way. I think Nashville could take it. I think Miami could take it. I wouldn't put any money on this if I was betting on FanDuel.com, but I'm definitely not going to bet on this game because it's too tricky. It's too 50-50 for me. I know Nashville technically undefeated against Miami in the last two meetings, but there's only ever been two meetings between them, and they both have had subpar seasons this season. But I think for some reason, by some kind of magic, I think I'm going to go for Miami pulling out some kind of Miami magic here and going through to the next round, to round one at least. Like, I think they're going to make it past Nashville. I don't know how, but I just have a feeling in my gut that Nashville is going to lose to Miami. If I'm wrong, who cares? Now on to the next game with Montreal going to New England Revolution. I think this is a little easier to call. I'm going to go ahead easily and pick Bruce Arena and his New England Revolution winning against Thierry Henry's Impact. And why? Well, because in the last couple meetings, Arena has absolutely freaking manhandled this Montreal team coached by Thierry Henry. And I think this is going to be even more of a win, I think, because three things. Arena is a much more experienced manager than Thierry Henry. He's much more experienced in American soccer. He's also much more experienced in a playoff format. He's been here before. He knows what to do. He knows how to win this, okay? He's won it before. I think Thierry Henry, very unexperienced in this type of format, he's going to once again fall short to Bruce Arena's Revolution. So, easier to call. Not Miami and New England going out of this play-in round and get into round one. Who they're going to play, I really don't know yet. I couldn't find out where... I couldn't find anywhere online to tell me who's going to be playing against who if they win these certain games. So if you guys find it, let me know because I would definitely love to know ahead of time. Okay, now going up to the round one matchups. Here on the left, we've got Kansas City against San Jose. Kansas City, of course, finishing top spot in the Western Conference, just barely though. It's like off what goal scored, like of games won or something like that. A three-way tie between Kansas City, Seattle, and Portland. So they're all basically top spot to me, at least. But Kansas City still no joke. They're a really good team. Alan Pulido, tremendous player. I think they're going to go grind out a win here against San Jose, who's had a pretty good season, but just not going to be good enough to beat Kansas City at home in the playoffs. Sorry, Wondolowski, but I think your time is over here in the playoffs. On to the next one. We got Minnesota against Colorado. Another one that could be a little close to call. Fourth place against fifth place. In the last meeting, Minnesota was the victor, and I don't see any reason why they wouldn't win here at home again. So, Minnesota for me. Portland Timbers against FC Dallas. This is where it gets a little bit interesting here. I love FC Dallas's youth development. I love the players they have right now. Jesus Ferreira, Paxton Pomykal, Cedillo. Like, I like it. But I think going away to Portland is not going to be easy, and they're going to lose to the MLS is back champions. I think Portland was very impressive in that tournament. I think Jeremy Uwabise, Diego Valeri, they're stacked all over with experience, with skill. I think they're going to easily match and double FC Dallas's skill there, and I think they'll easily grind out a win probably. If I'm wrong, good. Now on to the next one that everyone is excited about. People are freaking raving about already, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think it's going to be that exciting. I think it's going to go one way and one way only, and I'll tell you right here. I can feel the hate comments right now, but who cares? It still helps my channel grow. Seattle Sounder against LAFC. Seattle is going to easily win this game. Maybe not easily, but I think they're definitely going to win this game. Why? Well, how about last season? LAFC were actually freaking crazy, winning the Shield, absolutely scoring amazing goals, crazy amount of goals, getting a bunch of crazy-ass points in the Western Conference, but we thought they were going to win the MLS Cup, and did they? No, because they got hard stopped by Seattle Sounders. 3 unanswered goals they couldn't even freaking reply to. Seattle Sounders, more experience in the playoff format, more experience in just this competition, just in this competition in general. Like they just know how to win this tournament. They've participated in the last 4 out of 5 playoffs. Like they're definitely gonna win this game. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. But if you look back at the head-to-head between these two teams, it goes like back and forth. It's a 3-0 win for them, 3-1 win for them, blah blah blah. But I think Seattle Sounders again is gonna hard stomp LAFC. And Seattle Sounders had a better season as well than LAFC. LAFC finishing very low. I was very surprised at how low they finished this season. I thought they would win at least first spot, if not at least in the top 3. But they were in 7th place, which is crazy to me. And I think really that Seattle Sounders is going to win. And if I'm wrong, I don't care. Now going on to the right side of the bracket here for round 1. We got the Union against, we don't know yet. Again, if you guys know who they're going to play, let me know, please. The Union hosting, and that's all that matters. I think, they're undefeated this season at home at the Subaru Park. What is it? I think it's like 9 games undefeated, 9 straight wins at Subaru Park. Like, crazy. My supporter shield winners, my freaking Union boys. So proud of them, so happy for them. I think if any of these teams down here at the bottom, any of these 4 teams are going through to play against the Union, they're going to lose. I think none of these teams at the bottom here scare me as a Union fan because I just know at home we're too strong and too good. And that's how it's going to go, boy. On to the next one, which I think, to me, is also a pretty exciting game. A lot of people are talking about Seattle Sounders and LAFC, and also some people talking about Columbus and New York Red Bulls, but I think Orlando and NYCFC is going to be also a fun, exciting game to watch and track. Now, the winner I think is going to be a little easy. I think Orlando City, the MLS is back finalist, are going to win this game. You got to go back all the way to 2018 to the last time NYCFC had defeated Orlando. 2018, that's 2 years ago? Orlando has had their number for how long? Like 5-6 straight wins already. I don't see any difference or a reason why they will lose against NYCFC, especially hosting at home. Orlando have a point to prove. They want to get back to another final like they did in the MLS is Back tournament where they were very, very impressive. I think they're going to easily, maybe not easily, but I think they're definitely going to get through to the conference semifinals. Now going down here the bracket to Columbus Crew against New York Red Bulls. I think Columbus Crew is going to win this. I think Yazzie Zardes has been playing great. I think this team is just, it's too good for New York Red Bulls. I feel like the Red Bulls are like so iffy, like 50-50. Are they going to be good or are they going to be bad? Like, I don't know. I think the Columbus Crew is going to take this, especially at home. Now going on to the last one here in round 1, we've got Toronto FC playing against, we don't know yet. But again, I think any of these 4 teams that get seeded to play against Toronto, just like the Union, at home, are going to lose. I think Toronto's too strong. Second place in the Eastern Conference, a really, really good team overall. They're going to easily beat any of these 4 teams down at the bottom. So I can definitely see them going through to the next round. Okay, I'm back. I know you guys missed me. I miss you guys too. And if you miss me, hit the like button down below. But basically, that's who the teams I picked that I think are going to go through to the next rounds and possibly make it to the final. Now, I'm not going to go through the conference semifinals and stuff like that because it'll take too much time and it's all just hypothetical anyway. We'll talk about that once, the season progresses. We'll go through each game and all the brackets until we get to the final, which will be a live stream, like always, on this channel. So teams that I think have a good chance of making it and lifting this trophy, let's start off the West. I think obviously Seattle Sounders, Portland Timbers, and then possibly LAFC. But I think LAFC and Seattle, you got to pick one or the other because obviously they're playing against each other. I think Seattle was a better team, the more experienced team. That's why I picked Portland and Seattle on the West. On to the East side of the things. Let me just move myself over a little bit. I think some good contenders here for making it to the final and possibly winning. Obviously, Philadelphia, my boys, and Orlando, and Toronto. I think those are my top 3 from this side. I had 3 in the West. I'll pick 3 from the East. Philly, Orlando, Toronto. Possibly Columbus instead of Orlando, but I'm going more towards Orlando this time. But anyway, guys, I know I was joking before, but I really mean it this time. If you're not subscribed yet, now is the time to definitely subscribe because we got playoffs to talk about. They're going to be heating up. We're going to be talking about every single game probably. We'll do a couple live streams, and then, of course, the final is going to be a live stream in itself. We'll all watch it together. Hee-ha-ha. Have a good time. Then, of course, we got U.S. men's national team soccer coming up soon. We'll talk about that here on the channel. So, if you guys love U.S. soccer and you want more people to talk about U.S. soccer with, then subscribe, comment. I'm going to open up a Discord pretty soon where we can actually talk about stuff like that, okay? So, I promise you. So, keep in mind, probably the next video I post this week, probably Wednesday or Thursday, I'll have a Discord link. And we'll talk about it. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments on my predictions and what you guys think your predictions are going to be. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.